All right, let's get it. Friday night smoke, man. I'm gonna give it to y'all a little early. I know y'all used to me going like late night with it, but let's get it right now, man. I'm about to get the first game going. Like I say, I only say this in the beginning in case people catch it on the replay or whatever. I just started the channel. I just started playing Madden uh, after this is my first time playing Madden since the PS3. So, I'm trying to get back right. I'm still scheming. I'm still working. You know what I mean? But this is for whoever is watching. If you catch this on the replay, I usually go silent during the game because, I don't be having nobody in here or whatever because I'm still building. But once I start getting people in here and interacting, then, I will entertain and be a creator. What's good, Jay? Shit, salute. What you up to right now? Hold on, let me set up so I could see your chat and stuff real quick. Who's your favorite team, my guy? Who you play with? Okay, you and Gamer both run with the Eagles. Okay. Shit, he got on my ass earlier. I ain't gonna lie. He caught me on that first game rush. Man, me and you definitely need to get run one of these times, bro. Let me set up real quick. I'm trying to set up, man. My bad for delaying. Here I go. Here I go. Oh, you on Xbox. So I might have to get an Xbox in the future then so I could, play both sides of the console world. That's what's up though. But let's get it. I'm about to get in the game real quick. If you chatting, I'll respond. But I'm gonna go mute for a second because sometimes this I got the speaker through the mic, so these people be playing music, they be going crazy, cursing, doing a bunch of stuff. So I go mute for a second, and if you interact with me, then I interact back and talk back with you. But so don't take the silent as I'm not recognizing you chatting and supporting. But let's get it. I run with the Cardinals, man. I'm a Cardinals fan. AZ all day.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC.
I knew I was freeze glitch, man. I could never, I could never go a day of stream without getting freeze glitch, man. This shit's so annoying. It just this is man. All right, man. Let's try it again. They love freeze glitching me. I lose a lot of games freeze glitching. I was trying to play before and I got freeze glitch again. All right, let's go. Let's try it again.
the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for James Conner. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Makes the score Cardinals 7, Eagles nothing. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Y'all see it, man? You guys see? This the 3rd time in a row, man. 3rd glitch loss in a row. 3rd glitch loss in a row. These guys glitching all over, man. I can't play a decent game without getting glitched. Back to back on the stream, guys. This how I take quick losses, just like this. Can't go on no streak because they gonna glitch you and freeze you and give you the loss. And you see I'm still online because you see I'm online. Let's get to the next one, man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. They start with a give to counter. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Murray now. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. They're trying to get the defense to flow the other direction on the bootleg, but Charles, they were not fooled whatsoever.
I like your description there because on that flow, all you're trying to do is get them to take one step or two to the opposite side, and then you gain the advantage. But a really nice job by the defense. They didn't get caught up in it at all, able to bring him down.
After the sack on first down, Murray over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore, 41 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Cut.
They finally allowed me to play a full game, man. I'm tired of getting free glitch. Let's get it. On to the next. Whoever's in the chat, welcome. Press the like button, support, share. You know, I'm trying to become more like the other YouTubers. I'm not really a YouTuber like that yet. I'm just streaming right now, but we learning. Let's get it.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. They start the drive with Connor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, it's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
To try again after the sack. Murray got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Slot man moves right. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Easy.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. Third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Shotgun now from Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10.
I feel your pain, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was some bullshit.
Let's make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Connor, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and goal, Murray, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. In motion left is Hopkins. Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On third down, it's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards that time.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And again, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. Now about right there, he ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes a play behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Prescott from the gun on third. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 31. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Throwing, Prescott.
it for the third time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 46. Prescott to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
That 4th and 14 bailed them out, guys. I had them in something on this game about 4th and long that is hard to stop, man. But hey, let's keep going. What can we do?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
This is Aaron Jones. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Snap comes at 1. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play call, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. Step aside here in this 1st quarter.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's got his man. That's Hurts downfield.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A check down here to Jones. He'll get it inside the 20.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 36, Rodgers looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now things may have changed for them.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Hurts over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. To throw, it's Murray. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Murray now, third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Completed out left to Dobbs. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Murray on the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception, not their first pick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 32 yards. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Connor going to get it again on second down. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Man, guys, he just boxed the fuck out of me. I couldn't do nothing that game. My offense was so bad. I need to go smoke and eat something, man. I'm not focused. I'm playing. I had so many chances to win that game, and I kept throwing picks. I don't know what I'm thinking. I need to smoke one, guys. I'm going to call it for now. I'll be back for a late night stream. All right. Peace.